Live.
Oh, hey, that's probably my cue to start talking. Hi, everybody. I'm Noir. Welcome back to KingsGuard. We're on season 2. Holy smokes, can't believe that happened. But here we are. A quick shout out to Roll20. Thank you very much for having us as part of your spotlight program. Yeah, so just a little bit about me. I'm Noir, professional GM for Magpie, Cobalt Press, and a few other places. But that's enough about me. Other than my pronouns are he, they. Let's get to the most important part of telling any story, and that's the people that make the story happen. So I'm now that I'm done stalling for time because I did not have my Twitch up. I can see the overlay. Oh, you can tell I didn't mute it. Let's go right down to one Eugene Festifiger, or AJ. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Sushi Kid, and I will be playing Eugene Festifiger, King of Gloria. And I'm now more scared. Nothing happened last episode, anything crazy, right? Right? I didn't totally fuck up, right? No. Ooh. Ugh.
All right, and moving right along to Yenna, aka Anita. Tell us a little bit about yourself and character.
Hi, I am Anita. I am the channel runner and I guess main head honcho for Critical Misses. And I play Yenna Stein, our Azamar Paladin, who definitely didn't confess their feelings for one King of Gloria and is probably not going to be replaced at the end of this episode by another character, maybe. Who knows? 5 levels of exhaustion. Let's see what happens. Let's go, baby.
And next we have D, or Ade Zuko. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and your character.
My lovely creatures of the dark. My name is D, and tonight I will be bringing to you the performance of Ade Zuko, and I am very excited. Much like most things with Noir GMing, while everyone else is scared, I'm like, let's fucking go. I missed y'all. KingsGuard, let's go.
I know, right? Next up, we've got Arabella Chestnut, aka Darby. What's up? How you doing?
I am doing. Hello, my name is Darby. I will play Arabella, and I had to write this down because my brain's going 3 million miles per second. Everyone else had their romantic, little, what was that?
That's okay.
Okay. Woo! A romantic little hello, confessions, and then meanwhile Arabella's on the fifth wheel on the Jeep. I'm on the back of the car. I'm vibing.
All right. And last but certainly not least, we've got Shosha, aka Harper. How you doing?
Hey everyone, I'm doing good. I'm not at all terrified. Hello everyone, my name is Harper. My pronouns are she, they. I'll be playing Shosha, whose pronouns are she, her. And absolutely nothing interesting happened to Shosha last episode. She didn't lose anything, not her memories, not her oath, not her familiar, not the secrecy about her, undying love for one of the other cast members. Nothing. Yeah, no, it's a time. Shosha has it together right now.
Awesome. Now, there's a few things that I want to let you, the audience, in on. First off, the way that we do crits and failures are a little different. We let the deck decide. So anytime a critical failure is done in game, we have cards to let us know what happened, what happens in combat if it happens, or if they get a critical success, we have cards to let us know what happens when they get a critical success. Hey, Cobalt Press, thank you so much for the raid. Glad to have you with us. The same thing is true for critical successes and skill checks or critical failures. We have cards that essentially give good luck or bad luck depending on what was rolled. And as for and ask for inspiration, we have cards for inspiration as well. And you can actually, if you like, donate bits to support your favorite characters by giving them inspiration, which might come in clutch, especially for them today. Now, another thing that I would like to mention is it's Nord Gaming that provides these cards. They do a fantastic job of having extra curriculars for your D&D game. And a lot of what our players are going to be going through today is heavily inspired by The Maze, which has been a fantastic book. It's filled with perilous traps, vicious NPCs, and just all manners of terribleness to put onto your players. I have gone through this book ever since I was blessed to get my hands on it, thanks to Gen Con, and I've changed some of it up. And to add a little bit of tension, our players have a 45-second time limit to solve most of the problems that they're going to face. So we're just going to jump right on into it. I need this here because I will have to reference it a few times.
I say I'm scared, but I'm very excited because I'm also a masochist, and Nora's great.
The Dungeon Tomb in chat would like to know exactly what book that was again.
It is The Maze. It's written by M.A. I'm not gonna fuck that last. I'm not gonna fuck that name up, but it's simply called The Maze. It is a fantastic book. With tons of ideas for some really devious NPCs and dungeons. And hint, the title of this episode might be named after one of the NPCs we meet today. So let's go ahead and talk about where we last left off. Our heroes have made their way to the Feywild in order to petition the regents of the Feywild to lend their support to Gloria for an oncoming battle with an unknown entity. Things have been quite odd. I'm gonna say Darby. Arabella's dagger has been acting rather erratically. It seems that in the Feywild, the dagger is actually able to manifest a form all its own and to act a little bit more independently. There were some conflicts between our KingsGuards and a couple of fairies, and by defeating the fairies, unknown to him, Eugene became King of the Skies. Not quite sure what that means. Continuing in the Feywild, there was a presence that Eugene was dealing with that was trying to push them towards doing more Fey-like things. Upon finding a space for refuge, a tragic accident occurred where one of our KingsGuard went down, and a horrific deal was made with this Fey-like entity to bring them back. Now, there's a plethora of other things that happened here, and we will be touching on that. But right now, this is the thread that we want to stick with, because we are picking right back up with Eugene, King of the Fae, standing over the recently resurrected body of Yenna. And Eugene, as your eyes leave Yenna's for the first time since you resurrected them, you notice slowly but surely the action around starts to shift. Where it was a quaint old manner before, now it's twisting and turning into something that's a little bit more ominous. And I'm going to have you all please direct your eyes to the Roll20. to make sure that's muted. Okay. So you see a couple of walls shift, and it's strange. There's no sound at all as it occurs. It's almost silent, and you notice that really nobody is reacting to it but you. And it's only when the change stops that the rest of you are aware that your surroundings are completely different than they were. And more than that, I am going to say, can I have everyone's passive perception, please?
20.
14.
12.
Also 12.
How do we do passive perception again?
It should be just
Plus
on
your
the sheet.
perception
Just
modifier.
underneath your skills.
Oh, there it is. I saw passive with 13.
So somebody has a 20 passive perception. Who was that?
Me.
Eugene, you look into the mirror and you see yourself smile, but you don't feel yourself smile. And then the words, "That wasn't so hard, now was it?" echoes through your mind.
I look back at Yenna. Are they like breathing normally?
They are breathing normally. You can remove those points of exhaustion. However, you are at 1 hit point. It's at this point where all of you, I believe, just about all of you would start to hear footsteps. They're just beyond the door, just beyond the wall here.
Do they sound like they're coming towards us or just like in...
It just sounds like there are people on the other side of that wall. And then, Eugene, you notice that you no longer have a reflection.
Cool. That's fun. All right. I'm going to just I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds on Yenna. Level 7.
Roll me a concentration check.
Oh, cool. So just Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw DC 15, please.
Cool. Fuck. Right
In your
off the
head.
top.
In your head, and let me give you your bad luck card. You hear, that's mine. Please lose that spell slot.
Cool. That's didn't need it anyway. Whatever. So Eugene just kind of puts a hand on Yenna's shoulder and just kind of like now is like looking confused and frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
And marches over towards the mirror and just looks at it as like, where are you?
Do you touch the mirror?
Yes.
Okay. And it's this mirror here?
Yep, this mirror right here.
Awesome. One sec.
Anybody fucking super nervous? Nervous. I'm fucking about to shit my pants.
Eugene, where are you? There you are. You touch the mirror and you hop out of the mirror here. And it's very hot in this room.
Did we all just see you?
Yeah, did we see
to a mirror?
Eugene vanish?
No, Eugene's still standing right there.
What?
Fun. So is there anything in this room other than the fact that it's hot in here?
You can investigate if you like.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get right into it. Let's just start this fucker.
Before we get to you, though, let's go. The camera's gonna pan back to the rest of the room. You see Eugene looking at the mirror, and then I don't understand what's happening.
You motherfucker.
My king, I don't think it's wise for us to touch too many things. We must remember that wherever we've been transported to is likely still within the Feywild.
Yes, I must agree with Ade.
I suppose that's why you're my KingsGuard. Apologies.
Can Arabella walk over to where Eugene is and look at the mirror?
Sure.
Is there a door in this area?
There is a door that leads into this room, yeah.
Is there a reflection in the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Eugene has a reflection in the mirror?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll put an ear up to the door without actually pressing my face against it. Do you hear anything?
You don't hear anything.
Shosha will turn to Yenna and say, Yenna, are you all right?
I'm a little bit weak at the moment. I thought this place was supposed to be safe.
I thought it was as well, but...
Well, when you're dealing with trickster spirits, they can have a different idea of safe, I suppose. Nothing's happened to us thus far.
It makes sense for the Fae. They said we'd be safe, but they never said how long.
True enough. My king, I don't have any means of healing Yenna at my disposal right now. Would you mind?
I can handle it. And Yenna will put a hand to her chest and do the healing hands ability, which brings back. It is once for long rest. It's the number of hit points equal to my level, which is just 12 hit points. So I'm up to 13. And I'll just sort of also pump a cure wounds into myself as well.
Okie dokie. Grab this. Well, actually, let me see. I never got to see what my bad luck card was. Okay, cool. Awesome. So we're just kind of looking around to see what's going on. You're going in that room? Or
I'll try the door handle, see if it's unlocked.
It opens up and there's a pretty elaborate mirror looking there. And it looks like this is where they have a lot of their gardening items. There's a few plants. In fact, there's one plant in the room that is native to Stoneheart and only Stoneheart, and it's in a nice little pot.
Yenna, you seem like the gardening type. How much do you know about flowers?
Honestly, the people of my area are farmers by trade. I might be able to look at something and see it, but I'm not very good with nature. But I can have a look.
Oh, I may be able to do something about that. My family deals quite a lot with plants of a certain nature.
It's just that plant is from the same place we are from. And also there's another mirror end here, which is odd.
Hey, Noir,
Yes.
could Arabella ritual cast detect magic or start ritual casting detect magic?
Sure.
Okay. Just wanted to throw that on the stack.
Gotcha.
Is a Mirabelle 2 around here, or Mirabelle Prime?
No, actually.
Is Mirabelle Prime? Are you here?
Nothing.
Is there a short sword on my hip? Has anyone seen Mirabelle Prime?
I haven't, but isn't she rather flaky with a form? In and out?
Yeah, but just concerned as we're now in a rather creepy place that she's not here.
Yenna's gonna slowly stand up. I don't know if this place is safe anymore. At least I don't know, the message above the door said that we would be safe until the next dawn. The night hasn't passed yet, has it?
I mean, the Feywild, does the Feywild adhere to normal time structures?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Can I give Shosha advantage on scoping out where these other plants might be from?
Sure.
Because Ade is suspecting that they're from different places of Gloria.
A total
Gotcha.
of 30 with that +2. Thank you, werewolf.
With a 30, give me the question one more time. I'm so sorry. My brain just went.
Oh, I remember the question I just asked. Does the Feywild adhere to like normal like material world time schedules?
You know that it can, but it also cannot, depending on the ruling factions. Everything in the Feywild is fluid and dependent on how things want to be run.
Understood. Well, given how fluid everything is in the time wild, Jesus fucking Christ, Feywild, it may be that dawn has come.
If I may, the fact that Yenna was able to die at all suggests that the effects of my spells have worn off, which is rather sooner than I anticipated they would.
It might not necessarily be so. The King State is a little different, as far as I'm aware. It was my own fault, and I shouldn't have been so foolish.
Was not your fault.
None of us could have predicted that happening.
Yeah, Noir, two things. One, can Shosha sense to see if Death Ward is still active on the other party members?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. And the other thing was rolling that nature check that Dee mentioned. Right, so that's a 21 with the +2 from Kind Ranger.
The spell is active, however, it feels different as though altered slightly.
Is it still active on every member of the party? She cast it on Yenna, Ade, the King, and Arabella.
It's on the same number of individuals. That's what you know.
Okay. And then can I roll that nature check with advantage?
Absolutely.
Awesome. 17.
Something's off with these plants. They're not the plants they seem to be. In fact, on closer inspection, and after spending some time looking at it, you realize that really all there is a vine. Your mind is conjuring the plant that you see in the pot.
So there is a plant there. It's just not the... I don't think this plant is from Stoneheart, nor do I think any of these plants are where they claim to be from. This is some form of illusion.
Now, I'm assuming that you're all in the room with the plants in the mirror, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move you all here.
Yenna's gonna walk over to Eugene.
Can Arabella be outside the door? Just outside the door.
No, you all said that you were in the room with the pot.
I did not, but okay, I understand.
Because we were having the conversation, so you would have to be in the same room where we're like, yeah. Okay, so the door closes as soon as you make the revelation that there is something wrong with this plant, and then you notice thick vines crisscross on the door itself, and then very much in a poison ivy type sense, flowers bloom and now Shosha, you are fine. I'm going to need the rest of you to make me a Constitution save at disadvantage.
Ade has the ring.
That's right. Ade, you are also fine.
1 sec.
Am I making this roll right now?
Oh, no, you're fine.
At least it wasn't a 1. Oh, but I get plus. Do we get a bonus because Yenna's within a number of 3?
Oh, you do?
Yes,
Paladins.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hate them.
You love them.
You love them.
You love them, Paladins.
What was that bonus?
+4, I think.
4, so a 10.
What's the bonus?
It's a +5 from Yenna.
Oh, okay. So 11.
I don't know if that'll be enough.
And I'm not resistant to poison damage. I was double checking that on my character sheet. So let's do a disadvantage at a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha.
That's a natural 1, baby.
You get a +2.
I get a +2 and I get a +5, but it's still a 1.
All right, so we see purple veins start to cover Mirabelle's and Yenna's face, and we're going to have the camera jet back to Eugene, and you're in these dusty stables, and you're kind of investigating, looking around, and what you've noticed so far is that the heat seems to be coming from this area.
Mm-hmm. I think when Eugene gets shunted through this mirror and starts looking around, I want to just take a look back. Do I still not have a reflection?
You do not know.
Cool. All right. Yeah. I think is that a door over there or is it just a wall?
It's like a small room.
Okay.
What's your passive perception again?
20.
Fuck, I hate your guts. All right.
I mean, it's not like you separated him from the rest of the party.
Well, you'll see. Eugene, you as you're kind of just investigating, you hear it's the sound of breathing.
Fun. I'm gonna slowly walk over to this room over here. And
okay, 1 second. As you do, the door kicks open. Roll initiative.
God damn it. Oh God. All right.
Let's see, what did you roll? 16. Yep. All right. So the door kicks open and you get knocked back, and you see a silhouette with very elven features, but it appears to look a little bit like an amalgamation of Arabella and Shosha, and it has a bow.
Okay. I am going to. Okay. So they kick the door open, and I am going to kind of. I'm going to just lunge at them.
Gotcha.
As they obviously are not friendly.
I mean, they might be, sometimes I kick doors down for fun.
I think I'm going to try to grapple them.
Nice. Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
So would this just be an athletics check for grappling?
You've got to hit the attack first.
Okay. So this will just be my strength then?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, strength plus your proficiency modifier.
Okay. So let's just roll this then. So and then add that +2 from so 11.
All right. And they're gonna be using their acrobatics to get away from it. And very much like Arabella, you see the bow shift into a rapier, and as you go to attack them, they parry and spin. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I am going to go into starry form and have my Archer Constellation up.
Got you. All right, so now on their turn, you see them walk into. Sorry, 1 second. You see them walk into the walls in this shadow. Walk into the shadows in this wall and come out here and just emerge from another shadow and they're going to attack. Sorry, wrong attack. Boop. 21 to hit for the first one.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And a 20 to hit on the second.
That will not. No, that will do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the first one is going to be 12 damage. The second is 6 damage, and I need you to make me 2 Constitution saves. All right. So the first
24 and 25.
So you get hit with these 2 arrows, and you just you tank it. And you hear the voice of all 4 of your KingsGuard say, "And you will die here, and the Black King shall have your throne." It is your turn.
So that was a total of 18 damage, right?
Yes.
Right.
I forgot the sneak attack, but it doesn't matter. It's all good.
There we go. All right. Cool. All right. So I am going to. Yeah, I didn't mean to press that, but I guess I'm pressing start. I'm just casting Starburst.
If that's not what you meant to do, you'll have to do it.
No, I will cast it. I will cast that, and then.
So they have to make a charisma save?
Yes. They have to make a charisma save of DC 18.
Oof!
They will take 8 damage. Oh, yeah. They'll take 8.
Not only did they roll a 1, they rolled 2 1s.
Wait. That's only 1d8. I should be getting 3d8. So that's only the first d8.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll 2 more.
So a total of 22 radiant damage.
Okay. And tell me what this looks like as you hit with this radiant blast.
So as Eugene gets 2 arrows in the back of him, they turn around and lift up their hand, and 2 like little motes of light comes out and just floats over to them and explode onto them.
When the light flashes, this thing is covered in moving, dancing shadows, and it takes the appearance of various KingsGuard members, but it seems to be focusing mainly on Arabella and Shosha. But when the light comes and blasts a smoky shadow, you see a featureless creature, pale white, with a black rune burned onto their face, and then the shadows come and take over again. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yes. I will use my archer ability, which I think I have it somewhere in here. No, it doesn't look like it. So I just have to roll a spell attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll roll a d20 plus 10. So 14 to hit.
That will miss.
Cool. Then it's just a light arrow that comes from the arm, shoots out, misses, whizzes past. And I would like to just kind of look at it as like, take me to your Black King.
You notice your back is almost burning. You are right on the cusp of where the heat is coming from, and you see this creature look at you and smile, and they cock an arrow back of pure darkness and fire. 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Make me a strength check, as this is a special archer trick where they are knocking you back 10 feet.
Check or saving throw?
This is a saving throw.
Okay. 23.
So you get hit, but it doesn't knock you back. And dog it, they can only do that once per round. And then they're going to hit you with the second one. Yeet! Oh, that's a miss.
Yeah. Did that first one do damage?
Yes, it did.
How much?
It only did 5 damage. But oh yeah, because they did that, it's not a poison arrow. All right. So bonus action. They are they run into the shadow.
And I can't see them at all.
You cannot.
All right, cool.
You can still attack with disadvantage. If you make a successful perception check, I will say.
Okay. I am first gonna walk towards the mirror to get away from that door, because that seems like a bad door. I'm gonna make a perception check at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. 14.
Now let's see how well they did.
Cool.
Yeah. You know they're still in the room, but you can't see where. I'll still let you make your attack at disadvantage.
I am actually going to... If you won't take me to see this king, I'll find them myself, and I will disengage and touch the mirror again.
Okay. Actually, they would get their attack of opportunity first because they are right in front of that mirror.
But disengage.
But I disengage.
But disengage. That's right. Never mind. Where
Just the whole, as much as I
83.
As much as I hate this certain character, just like one big old fuck you. Just
no, you fucking didn't.
Thanks, Roll20. I don't know what I'm thanking you for, but thank you.
Hashtag Noir rolls. Hashtag Noir rolls, because Noir's the one who rolled this. Hashtag Noir rolls.
Okay.
Do we have an extra person popping into our room?
I love how giddy y'all are before you know exactly what's happening.
Oh my god. Oh, hey. Oh.
I think we are overdue a conversation. White King, you wanted to speak to me. So we will be going.
Hey, Roll20. Hey, Roll20. Hey, Roll20. We need to talk.
Roll20, thank you for being our spotlight, and also the fuck.
I just want to talk.
So, Mirabella and Yenna, you both failed the poison save.
Yep.
So you're going to take 8d6 damage.
Awesome. Yenna's probably dead.
No, that's not how this works. 23 damage. Let me know if that drops either of you to 0.
Nope.
Yenna's at 0.
Okay. Yenna starts coughing.
No.
Yenna, please gain the benefits of a long rest.
What? Okay.
Yenna looks fine after a vicious coughing fit. That. Then afterwards just looks reinvigorated.
Yenna, are you all? Or sorry, blah, blah, blah. Stein, are you all right?
I actually feel better than fine.
Or
But Arabella, so sorry.
Yeah.
So the hit points you lost cannot be restored.
Gotcha. Here we go again.
what? Hey, Noir. You know how I'm a poisoner? What would I need to do in order to check what the fuck this plant just sprayed at them?
This is going to be a Arcana check at disadvantage.
Cool.
Hey Noir, does my detect
9.
magic finally pick up?
Yeah, I'll say it takes off. It takes off. Everything glows.
With anything in particular? Anything like don't touch me sort of magic, or just like
That's the thing. Everything is fluctuating. So even the walls are conjuration, abjuration, necromancy, evocation. It's like a lava lamp of the schools of magic. You do notice that the vines themselves, however, seem to be static in necromancy and conjuration.
is there anything not glowing at all?
The mirrors.
Disturbing to a high degree. You said necromancy and abjuration?
Conjuration.
Conjuration. Thank you.
I'd like to take one of my small glass bottles that I carry in my poison kit and try to capture some of the glass for later study.
Sure.
Now, this is odd. Everything in here is practically radiating oodles and oodles of magic. Changing schools, which is so fun. Except for the vines, which are completely necromancy and conjuration. And the mirrors, which have nothing, no magic whatsoever, no like beady beady beedoo boop boop. Just like this looks like a mirror.
I don't know that these mirrors are so dangerous. And Eugene touches it and vanishes.
Again, this just
Well,
Mirabelle, too, can you move? Are you comfortable to move?
Oh, you mean physically move out of the spot? Yes, I
Yes.
can.
Okay.
I can do
Wonderful. I'm. Perhaps we should follow.
Yenna is going to touch the mirror.
Yep. Shosha will touch the mirror.
It's just going.
I know,
so
this is-
great,
we're all
please.
gonna go to
Just
random
stop
places.
Touching things. Everything's fantastic. This
Ajay,
will
do
go
you want to
exactly
hold
according
hands
to
and
plan.
touch it together? I feel like
I don't know that that's how this works, but at this point, fuck it, and I'll grab Mirabelle 2's hand and touch the mirror as well.
yeah, touch it together.
Okay. So you two end up here.
Yes. We're not.
You end up here, and you end up here. So we're going to go and start with Yenna. Yenna, you see Eugene passed out on the floor.
I rush up and I'm going to immediately like make sure that Eugene is alive.
There is a pulse, but it's a weak one.
I would like to put 5 points of lay on hands just to sort of try and bring him up.
It feels like the 5 hit points went in, but there's still no difference.
Would I be able to make an insight check as to like, or like a medicine check as to like the nature of this?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check at disadvantage.
Okay, I've already got disadvantage set, so.
Well, actually, what's your background?
My background is noble.
Okay, yes, make it a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's a 4. Can't tell.
Looks like a coma. Like it looks like he's live, but there's just no one home.
Ooh. I'd like to try and cast Spare the Dying just in case, like, it's actually...
Are there verbal components to spare the dying?
Spare the Dying? Yes, vocal and
yes,
somatic.
Make me a dexterity check. A dexterity save.
Okay, love this. Love this for me. That's also Yenna's absolute best thing. Normal, not disadvantage?
Yeah, just normal.
Okay. But that's a natural 20.
As soon as you speak a word, a book comes flying at you, and it flies so hard it embeds itself into the wall behind you.
Am I in the library?
You are in a library.
The library that had a note above the arch that says, do not enter under any circumstances?
Mm-hmm.
Love this. Love this for me. And I'm assuming it's anytime I speak, because when I came into the room, I said Eugene.
Oh, I didn't know that you did that. Please make me another dexterity save.
Okay. Shouldn't have said anything. But I said something. I get a good luck card though, correct?
Oh, yes, you do.
I do. Thank you.
Let me go ahead and get that to you.
Yeah, I literally just asked in the Zoom chat.
All right. 22. But that's also +5, so it's the same roll.
Don't worry about that. Let's see. 22. Another book. Make me a perception check.
Gladly. But I'm not good at perception, so let's try this. A 21. My rolls tonight, apparently, are telling me otherwise.
Hear footsteps. No. Talking in the library. You can tell that the footsteps are pacing and looking for you now.
Yenna just smiles and puts the mask back on.
The camera shifts away as the slender silhouette of an elven maiden with old saggy skin and pink and purple hair looms over the bookcase where you stand protective over the body of Eugene. And we find ourselves in a veritable junk room, just a room filled with bottles and baskets, just a bunch of stuff that nobody uses in a very enclosed space. And we see Arabella and Zuko just up here in just this trash dump.
Is my detect magic still pinging magic off of everything?
The only thing magic in this room is the walls, and it doesn't take very long for you to understand the nature of the magic as you see the walls.
Where's the exit?
You look forward, you look backward, and there is no door.
Are there any walls made of wood?
No.
Okay, I'd like to swing Focus Breaker at a stone wall then.
All right, go ahead and roll the attack.
Natural 20.
Awesome. Please go ahead and roll the damage.
That is gonna be 17.
All right, you take 17 points of force damage.
Okay. 14, 3. A day will sort of just like vibrate like he's in a Scooby-Doo cartoon and go, ow.
How fast are the walls closing in?
You have 45 seconds.
Looking up at the ceiling, is there a door or anything above us?
Nope.
I'll start investigating through the junk piles.
Okay, you see bottles. There's a bunch of different writings, but go ahead and roll me a investigation.
Cool. 19.
You see a bottle with the name Shosha on it.
I'll pick that up and continue just going. Is it corked?
It is a wine bottle, and it is corked, and there is wine inside.
Can Arabella help a day with whatever a day is doing?
Absolutely. You also see a bottle, and there is a bottle called Eugene, and it also is a wine bottle, and it has a liquid in it. What do you do with it? You have 2 seconds.
Look for ours. We need to look for ours.
Look for ours.
Other people's.
And grabbing Eugene's in one hand, looking for the other.
All right. So you're looking for yours. You're going to start taking crushing damage now.
Cool.
So that's going to be 10d10. No, sorry, that's going to be 10d6 points of damage. And the next time 45 seconds runs out, that's going to be another 10d6 points of damage. So that is that is going to be 39 points of damage. All right, roll me another investigation check, please.
Both of us or just one?
Both of you.
21.
All right, 21. You see a Yena bottle and you see another Shosha bottle.
Shit sauce. I'm going to take the other Shosha bottle because I've got one in my hand, and I will give it to Arabella and say, same logic as the mirror. Whatever happens to us happens to both of us, and I'll uncork it and just drink the Shosha bottle.
All right, awesome. Give me a second. So you drink the Shosha bottle and you see through the eyes of Shosha just various memories. And then after seeing the memories, a voice asks you one single question. What is my brother's name? You have 45 seconds.
Oh, Shaw!
And with that, you are shunted back into the room that you came from.
Ow!
I'll look at Arabella, who is most assuredly way more hurt than a day is comparatively, and go, can you keep going? I don't want to just wait here.
Yeah, I just need a second. Arabella's Mirabelle 2 is gonna pop pop. Do we still have? Could Arabella was holding another bottle? Does Arabella still have that other bottle?
Yes, you do.
Okay, she's just gonna put it in her bag for now.
Okay.
I have a potion of healing. I would very much like to consume right now.
Awesome. So you can go ahead and do that, and the camera is going to zoom in on Shosha, who walks gracefully out of the mirror into a little workshop. The only peculiar thing about this workshop is that there are no doors. There are blueprints on a old dusty desk and another desk with tools on the tools of all types: wood cutting, masonry, smithing. What do you do?
Interesting. I will go examine the blueprints.
All right. And so there are various objects. There's a boat. There is a chest. There is a sword, and there is a ring.
Do any of them look familiar to me?
No.
I would like to examine more in depth the ring, please.
Okie dokie. So it is just a couple of design ideas. You can see the scratchings of perhaps emerald, perhaps ruby. You can see it is a tinkerer's notes to themselves.
Okay. Well, no door in this room, only notes and tools.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if is the mirror some kind of, is there logic to it? No, there wouldn't be any logic to where it spits us out. We're in an illogical place. Is it directed by feelings? That might make sense. And Shosha is going to reach out to touch the mirror again, and this time she is going to focus all of her energy thinking about a day, trying to see if she can pop up wherever he happens to be.
Actually, I did it twice.
If that has any influence on it, I don't think it will, but you know.
Okay, and so you vanish into the mirror and end up boop. You end up in the stables, and it is extraordinarily hot.
I'm sorry.
With your passive perception, you would not hear anything either.
Okay, so a day, unless you're here, my conjecture was wrong, which is fine. We're experimenting.
You do hear help from here. It's like a voice being muffled.
If only I had Healy right now. Oh wait, do I have a spell for that? I might have a spell for that. Sorry. No, I don't have a spell for that. I picked a different invocation. Never mind. I'm going to go stand next to the door and just call through it. Hello?
Get me out! When you say if only Healy were here, did you say that out loud and in character?
Yes.
Mother, please!
Opening the door. Opening the door. Opening the door.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's do it. Where are you? Oh, here you are.
What?
You are at the very top. You land next to a tree. Mother, just a bit further. And you hear it coming from the big rock here.
I will cast fly on myself and make my way to that big rock with all haste.
Okay. So please show me the path that you're taking.
Well, I mean, I will be doing so I'm aiming for the top of the big tower or wherever. Are there notches in the middle of this?
Uh-huh. Yeah, little places you can land.
Okay. Can I tell where on the tower I'm hearing the noise come from?
It is sounding as though it's coming from the base.
Oh, if it's coming from the base, then I actually would not cast fly. I would be just making my way, running straight there, not cautious that way.
Gotcha. So I want to say it's about here that I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Lovely. 5.
So you're running and it's getting harder to run in the sand, and then you realize that you are starting to the sand is now up to your thigh, and you are you are getting taken in by the desert and the heat.
Sand. I'm going to focus for a second, take a breath, and then cast Investiture of Stone on myself.
Okay. So you become I believe that makes your skin and everything stone, correct?
I
Let me see.
somewhat resemble a day when I do this. Bits of rock, or in my case, glass-like obsidian spread across my body. I have resistance to all of those fun non-magical attacks.
You can create a small earthquake on the ground 15
and I can move
radius
across
into
difficult terrain made of earth or stone without spending extra movement. I can also move through solid earth or stone as if it were air without destabilizing it.
Okay. So I don't consider sand.
I don't either, but I can move. I can theoretically move through it without it being difficult terrain for me.
Well, you've for sure helped yourself out here, because there's about to be some crushing damage for sure. Awesome. So first off, we're going to do the crushing damage, which is going to be 66. So that's going to be instead of 22, that's going to be 11 points of damage. As you can feel the sand just compacting and trying to squeeze you down. And the further you walk in this direction, the higher the sand is going.
Hey, question. We had a short rest, right? Before Yenna kicked it?
Yeah.
Oh, 6. I have spell slots. Well, here goes nothing, and I'm going to cast Fly on myself.
Awesome. So let me go ahead and roll. Okay. And that is a 15. What level spell slot is your fly?
I only have 5th level spell slots.
Okay, so that is a 15, which I believe beats it. So as you cast this spell, you see each obelisk begin to glow. And just, there is a wave and there is a layer of sand that just brushes by you. as the magic is suppressed. I am so sorry.
I got counterspelled by a rock. You know what? Fuck it. I hate the sand. I hate being down here. I am going to cast Thunderstep and try and get myself to this goddamn rock.
Gotcha. All right. So
the sand, if it is theoretical, it needs to make me a DC 17 saving throw, but
it just rolled DC 18 on its counterspell.
Okay. Can I get back? Can I go backwards? Can I get out of the sand?
When you go backwards, you notice that it's easier to move. You are going to take the crushing damage one more time before you make it back to safety. And you notice that once you get to the tree, you're basically back to level again. So that's just going to be another 6d6 points of damage, which is 26 points of damage.
13.
Oh, correct. 13. That stone came in clutch because I was like, oh, this is going to be the trap that kills somebody. Like, I don't know who's going to.
Okay, cool. Okay. So theoretically, I can move without this being difficult terrain for me, but I'm sinking into it, and the rocks keep counterspelling me. Hey, we recharged my staff, didn't we?
I believe you did.
Cool. I believe that it allows me to cast a spell with it. I can cast several spells, actually. I would like to... what's the range on Misty Step again?
60 feet?
60 feet, pretty sure.
I'd like to Misty Step myself. I'd like to Misty Step myself to the base of the rock using 2 charges on my Voyager staff.
Okay, and so you're able to make it because they rolled a total of 9 on their counterspell. So you were trying to go how far?
60 feet in the general direction of the rock, which I think puts me right there.
Awesome. As soon as you land, I'm going to need you to make me a strength saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay. I do still have Investiture of Stone up. Okay. 9.
You are completely engulfed in stone. You are about, at this point, let me do the math.
Did you say stone or sand?
Oh, sand, sorry.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, yes. So you are from here. You are 30 feet into the sand. As you appear there, you plummet inside. And when you are in the sand, that's when you hear and you feel something slithering about in the sand.
Yep, I sure do.
Did you just burst freaking Shosha into Star Wars?
Shosha's the character of us that would do the worst in the Star Wars universe.
This was on Tatooine, freaking sand everywhere.
I didn't think anybody was actually going to make it to the stone, so I didn't feel bad about adding this until right now.
Rule 1 of DMing, never think that it could not happen. People are going to do it.
Okay. Hold on. I'm checking the range on the spell teleport real quick. To a destination I select. It must be known to me on the same plane of existence as me, and my familiarity determines if I arrive there successfully. I don't know what plane I'm on.
And the problem with that is I'm fairly certain that teleport has either a somatic or verbal component, and you are quite literally.
It is only verbal.
Okay, so like it's
But
as soon as you open your mouth,
to cast it.
You still have to use the verbal or somatic component to cast with the staff. So as soon as you open your mouth, it's literally just a jet stream of sand right now.
Do I even have a spell that doesn't require a verbal component? I don't think I do, Noir. I think that maybe Shosha talks for a living, but I didn't put any spell that doesn't have a verbal component.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
This is. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna be a rough one.
I literally can't type. I'm taking off these nails. I can't type fast enough for the time limit.
So the camera is going to zoom right on back to conversation between kings.
Hey. If I'm the White King, I assume that means you're the Black King.
Pleasure. And it nods its head.
Am I the one? Are you the one that I made the deal with?
Yes, and I've come through, and so have you. Would you like to see a game?
I don't think I have much choice here, do I?
There's not much else to do.
All right.
Who would you like to watch? Your friends, they are interesting. And the pool's reflection shows Shosha misty stepping and then sinking into sand. And then it shows Yenna as the librarian creeps up ahead, and it shows the walls beginning to crush Ade and Arabella before they barely make it out. Which one do you think dies first?
So it's just like in this pool of water, like over here.
This whole yep.
Eugene is gonna like hurried over there and just kind of like kneel down and look into the water. None of them, if I have anything to say about it.
You don't. You're here. Would you like to be able to help them?
Is that the game you're proposing?
I'm not proposing a game. I'm proposing a transaction.
What will it cost?
I want your hand.
My hand?
Give me your hand.
If dang. What makes you so interested in this hand? I'm just a mere mortal. What could you possibly want with this?
I don't know how much longer your friend could last in the sand. You see a shining silver short sword that you've seen before. Take the blade and give me your hand.
You got me. And Eugene will go over to the sword and grab it. Do I recognize that? I recognize this as. Do I hear anything from the sword, or
it's strangely obedient right now? I know what you're thinking. Did you think that you made friends with it? That is the difference between pretending to be royalty and being royalty. Now give me your hand.
the difference of being royalty and pretending has nothing to do with it. This task was given to me, and I will use every bit of my power to protect everyone under me. And he will
so
cut off his hand.
That's where we go to break.
I hate this so much. Why?
Dude, Eugene is gonna look so hot with a hook. That's gonna be a vibe.
That's true.
Nah, just glue that gun hammer
We're
straight
gonna
on.
we're gonna really start treading that Marvel or that DC Aqualad line. Like once we get a hook, like you can't pick up a trident or the channel's gonna be in trouble.
I didn't think you would act. I didn't think you were actually gonna do it.
Yeah, I definitely would have strapped.
This is the episode.
Happened.
This is the episode of Noir plans things that he doesn't think that we're gonna do, and then we do it, and they go, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
Look,
it's D&D.
all right.
It's great.
Look, I know
All
I
right,
didn't
y'all.
give my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 yet, but you know,
This is the punishment.
Hey, you hit something that I already wrote down. So
All right, everybody, we're gonna go on break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. See you then. Welcome back.
Yellow, we're back.
Yeah.
Some stuff has gone down, and one of our characters is down a hand, and then we have down a hand in some sand, out the trash, and spooky ass. I can't rhyme well, but I try.
If I had my air horns hooked up to my stream deck right now, I would play the Don DeMarco sound effect.
I was gonna say I don't have Don DeMarco, but I got you.
Perfect.
So we're going to pick back up with the conversation between kings. Eugene has just cut off their hand. And the hand that you were instructed to cut was the one that had the marking of King of the Fae, obviously. And as soon as the hand hits the water, it sinks as though it were made of stone. And you see the Night King's head darts and gobbles it up. And then their entire form starts to tremor and shake, and they sink back into the pool of water. The water no longer blue, but a dark, empty black. There's bubbling, and then slowly a figure covered in black ichor walks out. And as they wipe away the ichor, you see a man sharing your face. And you look and you see the same golden aura that surrounds you and your KingsGuard. That's better. I wonder. He closes his eyes, and you instinctually close your own, and you feel heat as the both of you stand over the sand, and 30 feet below, slowly being crushed to death, your KingsGuard, both of you sharing king space together. I have your legacy. Now I would have your guard. Disavow your claim, and I'll save her. I know how to use this old magic. I was one of the ones who created it. I can do things you couldn't even imagine. And you see the form of Shosha in the sand. And Shosha, you feel two wings jut out from your back. Things you couldn't dream possible. And then you feel a stiffness in those wings as they begin to shape into the same material as the Echo Knight. Things some would say are impossible. And there is a humming in the sand as the familiar blade song is emanated from the wings, moving faster, vibrating impossibly quickly, and beginning to elevate you up. Or we let her die. And just like that, they're gone. You're tooling around with things you don't understand, boy.
Ain't that the script of my life? But you know what's great about being immortal and going around and learning from everything around you? Your mind becomes a little bit open. So you claim that you can do things that I could never imagine. That just means that I have a greater potential to learn. And a greater potential to do everything you can do. A legacy is nothing if you don't know how to use it.
Do you intend to unite the world with love, understanding, hugs, and kisses?
Oh, I wouldn't go that cuddly, but you know. I intend to unite the world under understanding.
I need everybody to make me a Constitution save. As you feel the king drawing on your life force.
As I'm
I
saying
was going to
that,
ask if this is a magical effect.
This is... the king space stuff, no. It's not subject to normal magic rules.
am I making this Constitution saving throw as well?
You are not. You are watching this happen, however.
Cool.
Shosha, you make it. Yenna, you make it. Arabella, I'm sorry. In a day, you make it. Arabella, you are at 1 hit point. And you see him amassing the energy of your KingsGuard. And he goes, let's see how this works out for you. And he pushes you, and you go falling. And then you stand up, and you look, and you see Owen. We've played this game 1,000 times. And every variation, it always leads to this. And you see all of your KingsGuard dead. You and me, the way it always ends. But you're here early. You're not ready yet. What are you doing? Your hand. Who did you give it to?
Why should I answer to you?
Before you can blink, he has you by the scruff. Where did you go?
Yeah. Eugene will just kind of have like a shrug and just like just a shrug and then just like to a place where I'm way out of my depth.
The Black King. Did you go to the Feywild and make a deal with the Black King? Did you give him your hand?
Who's to say? It seems like you're a little worried about that.
Yes, because I'm supposed to kill the king, and he drops you.
So where does that leave us now, huh?
What are you willing to do? We can't have two kings.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be able to protect my KingsGuard.
Oh, God.
And be able to unite the world against you.
Countless times you've said that drivel, and countless times you lose. But this is a level of foolishness that I didn't even think they would. Arabella's idea, no doubt. Fine. Make me a persuasion check.
Yeah, it's not that great, you know.
Throw it.
Hey, I do have a luck card that I should have gotten from that crit save before. If you want to give me that so I can see if I can re-roll.
I just gave it to you. Let's see what you get.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Uh-huh. I mean...
Oh, wait. I forgot.
Hmm.
There's a Bane. You know what?
But what if I was so lucky to be meeting with Owen right now?
Fortuitous circumstance. This may manifest itself in many ways, including, but not limited to, double the loot, finding a door, chance coming, across a broken trap. Something, you know, manner of. Okay, so this is how it plays out. I hate that that's what you pulled. It is quite literally the only luck card that would have saved you from what I was doing.
Fuck your Bane, Milan. Fuck your Bane.
Fuck yes! Take that, babe! Waste $20!
You see, he looks at you and he goes, perhaps there's something to this. And he reaches his hands out and a spear comes. Perhaps this new king is one that I can reason with. And he raises his spear and the tip is right here. And you see a very tired and a very older looking Arabella with cogs in her eyes. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. You mind if we redo that one? I don't like to move the pieces directly. So don't make this weird?
This is weird.
Okay. And you see the world around you warping backwards slowly. And then you look up into the sky and you see Arabella and a black silhouetted figure playing a game of chess. And as soon as she moves a piece back, you're knife in hand. Give me your hand.
No. I will. Actually, I'll just sheathe the sword. So just put the sword down at my side. And no. I may be a pretender to you, but I am the King of Gloria. And now I have some other kingly matters. I think I can save them without your help.
Then watch them die. The camera zooms to the library. Yenna, you are over Eugene's comatose body, and you feel that the librarian is about to come from the corner any second now. You can attempt to. Well, you're in. What kind of armor are you in?
I'm in the quick cast plate.
Half plate?
Yeah, half plate, I think. Or splint.
Okay, so
splint.
I believe that is disadvantage
No
on
need.
stealth. Okay.
Yenna is going to put the mask on, stand up, look at the librarian, and can I have the exact words that were said? It was no speaking in the library, correct?
1 second. No talking in the library.
Awesome. Love that. Because guess what? I would like to channel divinity for a where is it? Where are you? You're in here somewhere. Turn the unholy. But instead, for the vocal component, Yenna is not going to speak. Yenna is going to sing.
Let me check out what turn the unholy does.
Each fiend or undead who can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they are turned for 1 minute, or until it takes damage.
Okay.
And the turn creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as you can, and can't willingly move within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Then Yenna is going to pick up Eugene and then touch the mirror again.
So first off, when you go to do the turning, you can see that it does not have an effect. Whatever this creature is, it is not
a fiend or an undead. Great. Love that. Love that for me. Okay.
She looks horrid and ragged, but she is not.
Sorry, I just
dead.
lost all my cameras. I just need to fix it real quick, everybody. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Now we're back. Okay. She looks horrid and undead, but is not undead.
She doesn't look undead. Her skin is sagging and everything, but it's like old, not dead.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Well then, never mind that.
I mean, you did do it.
I did. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. It just I assumed something that was not correct. So yeah, I'm guessing I'm gonna face down, and then I'm going to draw the Holy Avenger.
Okay, so let me first off. Oh, why am I still on the ruler? There she is. There he is. So in response to your singing, because she is going to get to response, you hop out and she in turn is going to I need you to make me a choices. I need you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Cool. 29 plus 5.
You feel your muscles tightening up, and then you just break through. And she goes, behave yourself in the library. And we're rolling initiative now.
Okay. $21.
Okay. All right. So who? She is going to go first, you second, and then the attendant third. All right. She is. Oh boy. You see, she smiles at you and goes, shh, and vanishes. Wait, hold on. Let me check that. Let me check it. Okay, yeah, you can do that. Actually, she and her attendant both vanish.
Okay.
You can hear footsteps, so it's clear that she's making movement. That's me moving the map, which I should not be doing. And then it is your turn.
Okay. Yenna would like to hoist Eugene and then try and touch the mirror again.
Okay. So as soon as you go towards the mirror, that's going to activate his attack of opportunity.
Okay. I did not say that I was disengaging, so plus my action would probably have been to pick up Eugene anyways.
He's actually going to use that same bow attack. So that's going to miss, however.
Correct.
But he is directly in the way, so you will have to move him out of the way. Well, actually, hold on 1 second. I thought so. There is no mirror in here.
There's no mirror in here? How did you get in here then?
You just appeared here. There are certain rooms that have the mirrors, and that's why I put the mirror tokens on there.
Okay.
The library does not have a mirror. You are stuck in there.
Just so you know, I can't actually see the Roll20 because I've got it so zoomed out for the overlays. So
okay.
I'm essentially just using theater of the mind for a lot of these.
Okay.
Just
also like what the hell? Okay, so I'll let you redo that. Okay. No attack of opportunity. You are just in this library. There is no mirror.
Okay. Then knowing that there's no mirror and there's no real way out of this room, and I need to be quiet and behave myself in the library. Can I look around for it? Is there any discernible exit, like doors?
That would involve an investigation check. If you did grab Eugene, then you're gonna have to wait for your next turn for that.
Okay, then that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Then that brings us to the attendant, who is going to move closer and attack. I'm gonna guess an 11 and a 16 don't do it.
No.
Well, actually, he's attacking with advantage because he's invisible. You can't see him. So that's an 18 and a 26.
Both hit.
Okay. So it's only 15 points of damage.
And a Constitution saving throw?
No, actually.
Okay.
You feel the pump of poison in you, but there is something else in you that seems to consume the poison.
Like a plant? Or some spores from a plant? Who knows?
That is going to be his turn.
Okay.
That brings us to her turn. Duh, sorry. She is going to cast, and then Eugene wakes up. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Do you have a weapon?
Where are yours?
I don't know. You have a spare?
Insight check, please.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
And it wasn't even me who did the insight check.
Baba Booey. That's a 9. Fuck.
Needs a weapon.
Yenna doesn't think the wiser of it. Yenna's just gonna hand Eugene a dagger.
Awesome. He immediately attacks.
Cool.
There we go. Eugene. Hey, buddy. Let me keep you here. We just use this for the attack. All right. And instead of the D8, we're gonna do D4 plus 3. So that's just 4 points of damage. As he goes, "Can I get a knife?" You hand him the dagger, and he goes, "Thanks." And immediately stabs at you.
Okay. It was a. Okay.
Wait, what?
Oh, I was just wondering what it was to hit. I just saw a 10 on the screen. I'm like, that doesn't hit.
Whoops.
That doesn't hit yet.
My bad. I thought I had another fucking number here. Why is it only doing the goddamn? It only does the damage. God damn it! All right, here we go. Let's just roll the D20 plus.
No, I think
8.
that is the D20.
It is. It's just a.
Oh,
is
it
the
is.
D20.
Oh, never mind. I
Yeah.
thought that was damage. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Then it missed. Then he stabs and it just hits the armor.
Yeah, it just does like the most like just beleaguered sigh ever, and then like it's not Yenna's turn yet, but
It is not. That was actually on her turn. So now it is your turn.
Yenna's just gonna backhand Eugene.
Roll it. Strength plus your strength plus your proficiency.
But what I would like to do instead is to with that with the backhand, it's going to be actually a sacred flame.
Okay.
Come on now.
God.
That's a DC 17 dex save.
Okay.
burns.
And he makes it.
How dare you? How dare you use my rolls?
Suffer. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
There's nothing else that I can do. I don't have anything that I can do on a bonus action, unfortunately.
Awesome. And that's going to bring us to our assistant, who is going to attack. And this time I'm going to remember the sneak attack. Jesus. So we're going to yeet 23 and a 28 crit.
I have a card. Sorry, I have way too many windows open, everybody. That's the reason why I'm so slow on the uptake with some of these things. I'm doing my best, but running a stream and playing in it is very difficult. Okay, so let's cancel that for a sec. Wait, shoot. No, that's not what I wanted to do. It's this card. My good luck draw. It allows me to take a crit and make it just a regular hit.
Okie dokie. You may have just saved your life. But let's see. So we're gonna do the damage. Yeet. 10 points of damage on that one. Just 7 on the other one, and 66 is what their sneak attack is.
Gross.
So that is 18, 39, 33 points of damage.
33 points of damage? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yenna's gonna soak it.
Okie dokie. And that brings us back to our Enchantress again, who is now visible.
Did the invisibility drop?
Yep.
If it's greater invisibility, then it doesn't drop after you attack, or...
I know.
Okay, cool. Cool. I was just confused.
Don't worry about it. I need you to make me a wisdom save.
All right. 25 plus 5, 30.
All right. So that's her turn. Yeah, you gotta love it. Wait, actually, no, she does. She is gonna get do something on her bonus action. All right, she is going to start whispering. Why are you fighting so hard? The library is where you were always meant to be. Make me a charisma saving throw at advantage.
At advantage?
Mm-hmm. I just realized I did this to the fucking paladin.
You sure did.
So
it's a 33 plus 5, so 38.
Yep. This is not the room that was meant for you. This was meant for somebody else. All right. It is your turn.
I'm not much for books, and I would like to strike out at the... Eugene's not going to do much damage to me, so I'm going to strike out at the caretaker, who seems to be running this show. I'm going to do 2 attacks with the waking chorus, and I am going to grab it with 2 hands and do this 2-handed.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, it's advantage was already set, so it would be a 13 for the first.
Miss.
Okay, try this again. 27 for the second.
That one I hit.
Okay, and I would like to dump a 2nd level smite into it.
Cool.
So we'll click on that, and then we'll do a 2nd level smite. So it is 10 slashing, 11 radiant, plus 17 points of smite damage.
So how much is that altogether?
That's 21 plus 17 is 38 points of damage.
Okay. So he's not happy about that. You hear him go, "Mother, cloak us in shadow. What's more?"
Oh, I was calling for mama, not for baby.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Then in that case, did any of those hit? Let me see here. Yeah, he's the same. All right, then. Oh, they have the same. Awesome. All right, so she is very upset that she has been touched. You gotta help me out here and move your tokens to where you're like actually at.
Sorry. Yeah, I was like I said, too many windows open, and I'm having a hard time.
All right.
I'm doing the best I can.
That was your attack. It is his now. He is going to shoot.
It's a longbow, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Boop. Boop. 19 and 26.
Yeah, both hit.
Okie dokie. And then sneak attack damage. So that's going to be 34. Hold on, I can math. 9 plus 5. So that's going to be 48 points of damage.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, Yenna's gonna use her next round to try and get the heck out of here.
Okay, it is the librarian's turn, and again, her and her boy vanish.
Okay.
And you hear footsteps as she's clearly moving, but it seems like she's walking towards the wall. And then the footsteps stop moving.
You move map and map. Oh, it's okay. Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
I just saw the map move, not the. Anyways, it's fine. My brain is being a brain. Okay. So yeah, she went invisible, and now it's my turn again.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to try and investigate and try and find. I would like to spend my action. No, I can't spend my action disengaging and then try and investigate. So yeah, I'm just gonna move away and try to investigate to try and find a any sort of way out of here.
Okay. While you start investigating, Eugene is going to take an attack of opportunity.
I know.
Okie dokie. Yeet. Okay, Eugene, what's going on?
Even this clone Eugene doesn't want to hurt the kid.
Get fucking wrecked. Fucking
Go ahead.
wrecked.
Go ahead and roll me your investigation. I am going to say it is going to be at disadvantage because you are like literally ducking and dodging as you're getting stabbed at.
It's an 8. I'm not good at investigation. Like,
yeah, this
was obviously supposed to be Arabella's room, and I'm in Arabella's room, and I'm not supposed to be here.
Okie dokie. Yeah, well, a bunch of people ended up in other people's traps, and I love it. It is now his turn, and he's going to shoot at you from invisibility. So he does have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, a 26
Yep.
and a 24.
Both hit. And if you do more than 33 points of damage, Yenna goes down.
All right, well, let's get our 66. So that's going to be 8 plus 6 plus 19.
All right, we're already at 33. Yenna's dropped.
Plus 6. All right. When the final arrow comes and you feel life starting to leave you, the last thing that crosses your mind before there is nothing is, I suppose this one will have to do instead. There is a very loud explosion in the library. We'll come back to that. Arabella and Ade, what have you two been up to?
Arabella's at 1 hit point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or did that get swooped back?
Oh, that all got undone. Yep. I can't believe the one luck card you fucking
I'm so happy. Okay.
All right. Not a lot of options here. I
Should
don't
we-
think that just trying mirrors is going to be our best bet. I think maybe we should reach out to them in the king space, or try to. I don't know what good it'll do, but
We can certainly try. Let's. Why don't we take a quick peek around the other room, though? Just
Sure.
to double check if there's doors.
And
Can-
because that room's still covered in vines.
It
Oh, wait,
still
is the
locked
door?
from the
Oh,
inside,
we're locked from the
but-
inside? Then never mind. Arabella ain't gonna say shit. All right. Yes. Why don't we? Is the flower still spewing like
Never stopped.
never stopped?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's still going.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should leave this room. It's getting kind of. I don't have prone to allergies, but I feel that this might.
well, you don't
I'll
need
have-
to breathe.
Oh, that's true. I don't
Yeah,
have to
also.
breathe. I'm just gonna stop breathing.
Okay.
Um,
The 45 seconds is almost over, by the way.
I mean, there's nothing else in the room, so touch the mirror again, I guess.
Yeah, together.
Sure.
Yeah.
Belky. One sec, so sorry.
Take your time.
Oh, whoops, I'm on the wrong layer. Oh, sorry. That was the timer. Um, and so you end up in a very dark room, and you see Eugene swing at Yenna. Yenna dodges it, and out of nowhere, 2 arrows directly into Yenna's heart. You hear the last breath she takes before the wound emits a brilliant golden light, and the entire room erupts into radiant carnage. Please make me a dexterity save at advantage.
Sure. 16.
Advantage.
You know,
23.
what's your spell save DC?
So Yenna's spell save DC is 17.
Doesn't a day have a plus? Didn't someone give a day a +1 a little while ago?
What's your
Possibly?
what's your proficiency bonus and your charisma modifier?
For Yenna?
Mm-hmm.
Proficiency bonus is proficiency bonus is +4, critical modifiers +5. So it's a 9.
All right. So this explosion is 9d10 points of radiant damage. Let's see.
37.
37. So a day you're going to take the full 37, and Arabella, you take half as you see invisible figures come to light and then fade into nothing.
How is it, round up or round down?
Down. Well, actually, I round up.
Okay.
Keep it spicy.
So 19 damage. Is there anything else moving in the room that we can see?
After a moment, all the books are on the ground and there's smoldering ashes. You see Yenna pull the arrows out. That was painful.
Shit, you balls, big fucker. Anyways, Arabella doesn't say any of that.
Did the library make you upset?
I don't like books. Can we go?
If you know a way out of here, sure.
Reaches towards a bookcase and just slides it, and you see a door right here.
Is the Eugene that we saw?
Oh, he also
Kabloomy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a second wind and recover some fucking hit points before anybody does anything else.
Arabella's gonna drink the last health potion she had from when we were from Stoneheart. We were in Stoneheart.
BRB looking up the new cosplay for my new character.
I feel 8.
I will actually go over to Yenna and say, that's actually your little Nova Bomb actually hurt quite a bit. If you still have some healing available.
I'm afraid I'm all out.
Joy.
We
do this the hard way then.
We heard Yenna like and drop, right? Like we. Can I roll?
It's not the first time you see Yenna take a hit that probably should have killed her as she gets up. Or they get up.
This is the first time that they've gone like. Yenna, what, or not Yenna, fucking Stein, what was that?
I do not know. Probably a blessing from this. And you see Yenna holding the waking course. Roll me a perception check, DC 30.
I don't even know if it's possible for me to hit that. But I certainly will try. Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
They don't see it. But you do, Eugene. In the waters where you watch after defiantly telling the Black King that you'll find a way, you see a glimmer of Yenna's face in the waking course, glaring at Yenna wielding the sword.
Can I roll an insight check on Yenna?
Yes, at disadvantage.
Okay. $15.
not gonna be enough.
All right. This is Yenna. I've never doubted Yenna once a moment in my entire life.
I'm so sorry.
No, this is fine. Okay, I don't want to be in here anymore. Let's just leave.
That's a good idea. Have you seen anyone else, or have you stayed separated? Stein?
Sorry, I thought I was with Eugene, but it was a trick.
So they can impersonate us. Good. And I'll go for the door and open it.
Can Arabella be right by a day?
Mm-hmm. So you all end up in here.
What, this room?
It is just a room with a bunch of crates and kegs. And as you close the door behind you, you realize it melds into stone. And then
any bottles in here? Like, Arabella is investigating the fuck out of this. This is a familiar fucking tomb. Like, round 2, let's go.
Okay.
Yep.
There are bottles in the crates. And as
Rip. Looking for a name.
okay. So you open up you open up the crate and there are wines of every sort. And none of them have legible writing except one, and it says Nerve.
Is there only one bottle?
There are a bunch of bottles, but none of them have legible writing except the one that says Nerve.
And there's a single bottle with Nerve that we would, if we drank, we all have to theoretically share. All right. Arabella's grabbing it, like has the spell blade just like, you know, that thing cuts the thing off. It's like, all right, chug, let's go.
Yep. Down the hatch.
What was the name of the man that snuck you into Nerve and gave you a fake weave pass?
I'm pretty sure that it's like it's Claude or something around there. It's something
Claude.
around there. Claude.
Claude.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna right before you said Claude, I almost said Clive, and I'm glad I did. That's what I get for reading science fiction novels.
The walls stop, and no door appears, but rather a mirror.
What did Yenna do when the walls started closing in?
Yeah.
They were very confused and they were looking to see what you were all doing.
It just kind of fell in step. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to look at Arabella and say, this might not work and I might get sucked in through the mirror, but we'll see. And I will make an echo of myself and have it touch the mirror just to see what happens.
It breaks.
The mirror or the echo?
The echo.
No, I figured it was worth a try. All right. Hands together.
Is this what you've all been doing with the mirrors?
Not all of us, otherwise we'd all still be together. But the daisy chain seems to work at least somewhat.
Okay.
And I'll grab a hand and press the mirror.
I want to say that I love my notes and I'm so fucking happy I type. I don't like that.
Oh, yes.
Where are we going, Willy Wonka?
Are we
Hit
going
me with it.
Oh, Oh,
fucking go.
lordy, lord. We are in that center room, huh?
Yep. 1 second.
Hey, it's been so nice
Really-
knowing everyone.
I really want to do something right now. I really want to do something right now.
Isn't it so
Okay.
weird when you can't do anything because you're just like dead?
Oh, you're not
Telling you,
dead.
you just keep dying.
You're not dead. You're just in a.
Don't mind me. I'm just working on the
weapon.
cosplay for my next character.
You're in a weapon. You're not dead. You're just in a
Oh
weapon.
shit. Okay, I need you guys to make me a Constitution save and a Charisma save.
Okay.
Do they get
It is
bonuses from Yana
DC.
being there?
Do we get bonuses from you?
No.
Hmm. 9.
You only get that bonus if the paladin considers you an ally.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
We
Whoa,
definitely don't
how
get that
interesting.
bonus.
Will we notice that though?
No.
Fuck,
It's-
King's
It's a
balls.
palpable thing.
Lick
Shrug.
my nuts.
Arabella failed both of them, and a day only failed one of them.
I'm gonna use Indomitable to re-roll that charisma save.
Go for it.
Worse. God
Okay.
bless.
So the camera is going to zoom away from you all in this room with eldritch and arcane energies that are just draining the life from you and also the soul from you. You can kind of see you start to wither, and the camera zooms in to a desert. Shosha, in order to survive, I need you to make me 3 strength checks, DC 15.
So about the king space.
Mm-hmm.
To what level can I borrow skills and abilities from my fellow KingsGuard?
Generally, you can borrow their proficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
You can try to go for more, but the more you go for, the riskier it becomes to you and the person you're pulling from.
Noir, I have news for you. I'm in a goddamn Sarlacc pit. I don't think that there's another way out of this, and I think the person I'm borrowing from would probably want me to try.
Okie dokie.
So I am going to attempt to borrow a day's strength.
All right, so if you want your strength modifier to be a day strength modifier, that is going to be a DC 25 wisdom check.
I literally don't think I can make it. Check?
Get a natural 20. Easy.
I literally think that a natural 20 wouldn't get me there. It wouldn't.
Yeah, but it's a natural 20.
It's an actual
There's going to be
Can
some
I-
stank on
I
it.
had one other thing I was thinking of trying. It's still borrowing from a day. Can I tell this to you? And if it's too out of the, just let me know. What if
Sure.
what if instead I were to borrow a day's ability to make echoes?
You can do that.
Cool.
It'd probably be easier. That would be a DC 20 wisdom check.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try that because I want to try to make a goddamn echo up at the stone pillar
Gotcha.
so that I can teleport to it.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's a wisdom check.
Yep. All right. So first off, we got to do some crushing damage. It's gonna be.
I still
King-
resist it, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. You should still be resisting. So that's gonna be 34. So that's half of it.
17.
And you reached out, and so you go to King Space, and you're reaching out to a day, and you see Yenna, and Yenna looks at you and smiles and pushes you back into your body. I didn't say you could leave.
fuck off. And I'm going to try again.
Your next roll is at disadvantage. They now know that you're trying to reach out. I'm so sorry.
Hi, this is an ad from KingsGuard. Identity theft is no joke.
Identity theft is a crime, Jim. Millions of
Please
families
contact-
suffer every year.
Noir, can I try to do something that might supplement my ability to do this?
Yes, I still have the timer going though, just so you're aware.
I can do something very similar to A Day's Echoes in that I can create minor illusions. It doesn't have a verbal component. I can create a minor illusion of my own body in echo form at the top of the surface because the range is 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do this to try to help me? I'm using magic that I know to supplement magic that I don't.
I'm gonna say that those are two very different schools of magic.
Fair
so
enough.
no.
Thought I'd give it a try. I'm not gonna make this. I'm not gonna make this. Okay. Roll 20.
Believe in the heart of the cards.
Natural 1.
You come back up, and this time you see Yenna's golden aura is black. Sorry. Yenna's golden aura is black. So, you're probably going to be one of the ones that are more stubborn. I see. Oh. That's where you are. And you see in the sand next to you is Yenna. And you can hear a high pitch emanating, and the sands begin to rustle. And then before you notice, there is just a maw of teeth. I need you to make me a athletics check, I think would be the best one, but this is going to be at disadvantage. I am so sorry.
That's a 7.
With that, you feel as the teeth take you in.
You know what they say about things that are shiny? You really shouldn't try putting them in your mouth. I am gonna... Can I try? I want to try to tear my arm open on its teeth and let my blood fall into its mouth. If at all possible.
You are already bleeding in this thing's mouth, so you know what comes next, but you can feel as it dives, as it's being told to dive deep into the sand. And that is where we're going to end our session for today.
Oh! Damn it, no, I want to do one. I want to do a thing. Suffer. As my authority of king, I declare this stream go longer.
Please.
That is, I told you guys it was going to be a rough session. Welcome back. Season 3. We're not pulling punches.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
You guys actually did a. I was not expecting anybody to do the daisy chain thing, and by doing that, I have to roll. I have to roll twice and pick the easier room for the group.
We have to make 2 checks, and as soon as we fucking riggedy rolled into that thing, that's like
think about how much worse the other room would have been.
That's true. The other room.
You could have joined me.
The Black King? No, but wasn't that other room the Black King? Oh, 67? I don't know. I have to check my notes again.
Hey, I'm just gonna put out in the Twitchverse. Hey, Twitchverse, if anyone wants to raid right now, it'd be pretty cool.
Hey, I want to shamelessly plug the fact that you, if you would like to, dear watchers, can donate bits to give the cast members minor and major boons, which would be very helpful for maybe next week.
I'm so mad my
I'm
bag
gonna be
got
biased and
countered.
say that there's a warlock in the teeth of a sarlacc being driven down into the ground who can't use any of her magic in all of her attempts to get health fail. So help.
Also,
Really nice
if
for,
you have channel points, Mondays are time to drop them to help us.
I'm gonna ban
Hey,
Mallard from
if you
chat.
if you bane right now, I'll count it for next week.
Milan,
It's already-
Milan, if you
One
ban,
bane
I will
per
ban.
stream, unfortunately. One bane
Ah.
per stream.
I will.
That's
Rules
fucking
is
right.
rules.
I will
That's fucking
ban
right.
you.
I will come in and I will bane Star Trek. I'll do
Yeah,
it.
no, straight up. Like,
Why? I'm there. No.
that's unfortunate for you. You
That's the GM
Yeah,
for Star Trek. All right, everybody. Are we gonna start doing our outros?
Damn,
Sure.
y'all big man.
Hey,
All
Milan.
right,
Hey.
Milan, you're gonna be at
Fuck,
band.
You know what, Milan?
Milan,
Okay,
you're
so
banned.
I don't know what.
Is that
I'm
a-
fucking coming
that's a
for
bit
you.
okay. I'm counting it for next week. I got you.
Okay, so there will be.
You sure? Hey,
no
Noir,
bane in chat
if
for
you
next
counted
week,
it for
so
this
that's
week,
fine.
could we extend the episode so you can tell us what the bane is and see what happens?
Do you really want
No.
that?
You don't want that. You don't want that.
No. Are
You don't
fucking-
want that. You
I
know you
kinda
want a break.
that. I kind
You
of
know
want
you
that.
want time to process.
I really don't. I want to get out.
Okay, I know. I'll give you the Marvel. I'll give you the Marvel stinger at the end. That's a bane. As you see Arabella a day, and walk through the mirror. Very quickly, Yenna pulls out her blade. It's subtle and it goes by unnoticed. But Eugene, you notice that out of the pool, the waking chorus, and the Night King grabs it.
Oh man, I was gonna say, can I grab it before?
That's not good. That's not good.
Nope.
Goddamn
Yeah, that's not-
Benetrix. This is all her fault.
This is all
And
Venetrix's fault.
then,
I still blame Benetrix.
they plunge it into their chest. And they go into the water. And the water goes black, like thick ichor.
Oh no.
And then a silhouette rises and wipes off their face. And you see Yenna, wings sprouted. I don't think you'll be taking this one back, Your Highness.
Oh, you
And that's where
fucked
we.
up.
Isn't the waking chorus the Song of Gloria?
Yes, it is.
Did the Black King just poison the Song of Gloria?
Yeah, he
Is that what
did.
just happened? Milan, I'm going to fucking kill you. Now I'm mad.
Hey, Critical Miscon's gonna be in fucking LA. It's gonna be at my house. Like, main.
So,
fucking event is
$10 admission fee to just beat the shit out of Milan.
Milan Ardawan. Crona's the one.
Hey, Noir.
Yeah?
We have a major boon in chat.
For next week.
For next.
We gotta
I'll
end.
give you one last addition to the stinger. The eyes blink, and they're golden, and then they're black, and then they're golden, and then they're black. Yenna, you get one sentence to say to Eugene. Just one.
Do I have to do it right now, or can I wait a week?
Yes, Nope, it's right now. And the timer is going.
If you can't save me, avenge me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all y'all get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, KingsGuard coming back as the Avengers. That's what we're rolling with.
That's it. That's the game. Thank you everybody so much for coming to watch. I can't believe we have 36 people here. It's really been, oh my god, and a hype train. This is amazing. Thank you all. I truly hope that you enjoyed the story. Again, I want to give a shout out to Nord Games for our cards that we use for all of our critical fails, critical successes. And then I also want to give a shout out to The Maze, which was a wonderful inspiration for a lot of the just awful things that I put my players through.
Alistair Guzman is the author of The Maze. Yeah?
No.
No? Is that not what it says?
No. Oh. That's not at all what it says. Okay. Here, I'll put it in the chat. It's M.A. Bastarashia Nani. Shosha is in word for word one of the traps from here called the Sandbox. The only addition I made was the worm. This is an amazing book to give you a lot of good ideas, especially if you just want to throw something at your players and not feel bad about it, because it's all in here. So thank you all again for watching. I've been your GM Noir. You can find me all over the internet as The Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm going to be at PAX this December. I'm doing 2 panels, one about being a professional GM and another one about the use of safety tools and how to make it cool. I'll be on a panel with Cypher of Tyr, with Urban Bohemian, with Super Dylan, and just with a bunch of amazing people. I can't even list everybody because my brain is made out of potato skins. So every Sunday, please check out Rivals of Waterdeep. I'm the producer there, and I'm trying to get them to keep me. Other than that, let's get to the most important part, which is the people that make the stories possible. Oh my God, so sorry. So let's start with the King, AJ, Eugene. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where we can find you.
I'm livid. All right. Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Sushi Kid. I'm a video editor, transcriber, streamer, and aspiring voice actor and producer. You can find me on the 3 T's of social media, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Husha_Kid. You can hire me to make videos for you.
Like the channel trailer that you see here.
Like the channel trailer and some other things that could go places. You can DM me for what you want me to edit. On the first Wednesday of every month at 7:30 p.m. EST, I serve Lord Quackers and Fallon Friends, a D&D actual play found on Misty Mountain Legends as Dolph Fitzgerald, your cool bro halfling cleric warlock. We just defeated a slime god. It was fun. All of us almost died. That wasn't so fun. So this is bringing up a lot of cool feelings of just like, ooh, people are dying again. Yay. On Thursdays, it's time for the best esports team you have ever seen. Dub Club. Along with my teammates D and probably a prospective opening spot because Milan's being a little holy shit. We go through all the games, all wins every day, no losses. Do not check the VOD because like I said, we win. Coming soon to a podcast service near you. In the midst of giant country, an ancient series of trials are about to take place, and our travelers find themselves in the middle of it. Join Boone Riffin, my half-orc, half-Leonin monk, and their companions in a D&D 5e actual play podcast through Hollow Flames. I'm trying to see what else other things I have. Oh, Friday on the Critical Misses, you can catch me here playing Dr. Tixel Tix. Just this really bundle of energy that's really nervous and really stressed and needs a
All right,
drink.
Morty.
More. Oh God, it's just so stressful. And you can find me as this character in the Star Trek Adventures: The Last Frontier. On here Fridays 8 p.m. EST.
Yeah.
And I think that's all my things. Yeah, hire me. Pass it.
All right. And next we have Anita, aka Yenna.
Hi, I'm Anita, aka Panita, aka Critical Misses. I don't know why I did aka. I just bit off AJ's mouth. Hey, you can find me here most days. You can find me here on Mondays for KingsGuard. You can find me behind the scenes or in chat on Wednesdays. Next week when we start up Blue Ghosts, which is a Blades in the Dark campaign run by the lovely It's Darby. And you can find me here Fridays for The Lost Frontier. Our intrepid crew brought a terrible virus aboard the ship accidentally, on purpose, a little bit. There was some mistakes were made. You know, it happens. But you can also find me on Vancouver by Night's Twitch channel for the Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition game, Tales from the Rookery, drawn up by Day. You can also find me on Saturdays here for Morning Ritual, and our guest this week is Wally. We're going to chat with Wally. It's going to be a fun time. Check us out. More stuff to come. Check my Twitters.
And next up, we've got D, aka Adair.
Oh, hello. Hello and welcome, all of my children of the dark. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight, I have been a day Zuko, but in the waking hours of this world, you can refer to me as D, as my real name would peel the flesh from your bones. On Mondays, you can find me back here where I will continue to play a day Zuko until one of these times he just opens like a cartoon case of TNT and just goes bye-bye. On Tuesdays, you can keep an eye out on your favorite podcasting service for something that was just mentioned by AJ, because at the start of the new year, there may be a new D&D 5e podcast for your listening pleasures. But until then, on Wednesdays, you can find me here on the Critical Misses channel, where I am the mastermind behind Blue Ghosts, which is a jazzy sort of down south Louisiana-styled noir, pun intended, that is meant to encapsulate the feeling of a Don Bluth cartoon mixed with Payday 2. So come join us for some heisty stuff. That's going to be fantastic. On Thursdays, you can find me over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/itsdaridla, where you can find me getting into all sorts of stuff. And hey, I have more than increased my streaming output by 300% with no exaggeration in this recent move. And then on this Saturday, you can find me over on ATL Sladies for a GM one-shot that is done by the lovely Panita for charity. We're going to be playing some Kids on Bikes.
Oh, no, we're on Vancouver by Night.
That's on okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Vancouver by Night. But you can come and find us for that Kids on Bike one-shot. The energy in it is so cursed, it's unbelievable. And lastly but not leastly, I am the reigning and retaining TTRPG Universal Champion, and you will acknowledge me. But until the next time, my friends, thank you so much for listening.
You only have that belt so long as you don't meet me in the ring.
You know, it sounds like someone that doesn't have a belt is talking. If you can't keep your pants up, you can't wrestle me. I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is you're doing a real good job holding my belt. So next up, we got Darby, aka Arabella.
Hello, I'm Darby. That is in fact me. I got distracted by my mother coming into the room. But I did write down things for me to say. If you can follow, I've had a time playing Arabella. Am I sad? I don't know. But I'm sure fucking mad at Milan. Love you. All right. If you want to follow me on places, you can follow me on Twitter and Twitch as @ChaoticDarby. I've changed my handle so it's not just my first full and last name, even though my first name is still there. I may be a person, but I'm really just a possum in a skin suit. This week, on Tuesday, you can find me at 6 p.m. PST on TTRPG's Twitch channel, playing in the Thirsty Sword Lesbians one-shot, which is so cool. I'm going to have a blast. I'm playing an absolute idiot who has no idea where she is. And then on Wednesday, you can catch me on Weave the Tales channel for the finale of their Cephalopod game one-shot, where Spencer, DVA, and I are going to be fighting to the death. It's going to be great! One of us, whoever wins, will be written into the book in the world of Black Void, so that would be really cool. So you should come check that out. And on Saturday, I will also be on Vancouver by Night's Kids on Bikes charity stream for Extra Life with Dee and Neats. It will be awesome. I'm very excited to play a character who I've never played before, Minerva Noctua. As a child. Is there anything else? Oh yes, through Hollow Flame. I'm there too. I'm playing a character. You should come listen to the podcast and see who I'm playing. What chaos have I wrought this time? I think that's it. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just getting pissed off seeing D hold my belt.
I don't see your name on it though, Noir, if it's your belt.
There's a belt I wanted. Last and certainly not least, we've got Harper, aka Shosha.
Hey everybody, my name's Harper. I've been playing Shosha Stroris, the Warlock, and I'll probably be playing a different character next week. Good thing we all made our backups. You can find me across the internet as Harpersona or on Twitter as Harpersona Games, because someone swiped that and got it banned before I ever could. You can see me here on Twitch. I stream 3 times a week, and I am making a very soft, quiet push for affiliate. So if you want to throw me a bone and you're not already, you can go ahead and do that. Just Harpersona on Twitch.
Fuck that soft shit. Go follow. Do it.
You can also find me on TikTok, also as Harpersona. And I am also on the Through Hollow Flames podcast that's coming out soon. So if you want to...
All right, what the... Am I the only one on that motherfucking show? Who the is running this shit?
I mean, you don't have to be.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Harper, as you
You're good. You can, if you like see me play a short, sassy lady, the character that I play in Through Hall of Flames is literally nothing like that, so go see my range. But that is it for me. That's all I'm doing right now, because I'm about to have a busy-ass month.
Yo, that's the coldest shit you to tell somebody, hey, go see my rage. Almost like, give me a shot at the belt, punk.
Also, you can if your guys are going to PAX, you can catch me and Harper also at PAX.
We're gonna be there, and if you wanted to see Shosha in the flesh, I'll be wearing Shosha while I'm there at least one day.
Oh no, Sphinx is calling you out, Noir. Says that the podcast is only for people with belts.
Hey, you, you Sphinx, you D, you AJ, you.
Hey, what? I didn't do anything.
This whole fucking show, I'm out this motherfucker. I quit.
Just saying, get a belt, forehead.
We're gonna go on a raid? Where are we raid? Where are we going?
That raid. Critical misses. This channel, Twitch.
It is technically a family-friendly stream because of that.
It's true. Okay, we're gonna send some love
Huh.
over somewhere. Nut.
Come on, go get this
Looks like
love.
Q Times is playing Dungeons and Dragons. Also, Seffi's online. We can really just go about anywhere. I'm thinking Seffi though. Wanna go say hi to Seffi?
Zeffy just
Sure.
moved to LA, right?
I thought she's just visiting.
I thought she said move.
Oh, well, it shows what I know. Well, wow.
I have no idea.
All right, everybody, we're gonna go say hi to Persephora.
Go
over
ask her.
there. We'll
Yeah, go ask.
go say hi. Tell her that you love her from us. We're gonna
Tell
help.
Seffi to tell D to give me a shot at the belt.
All right, everybody.
Seffi would understand how placement works because she's a woman of class. I'm sorry.
Anyways, that's our show. Noir, do you want to sign us off?
You guys.
Or the king.
For the king.
Yeah,
for
that's
glory.
what it
For
was.
the king.
Bye, everybody.